Hi there everyone. Welcome to the video lecture series on complex variable. I am Mayur Gohil. In this video lecture we shall be solving the following function, and that is find an analytic function whose real part is ux comma y equals to x cube minus 3xy square plus 3x square minus 3y square plus 1. Okay, now let us see the procedure to find. In our previous video lecture we have already seen the method of Milne Thompson method or Milne Thompson method. So let us see how to go about it. So first thing, over here we write let f of z equals to u plus iv be analytic. Okay, after that we write here, given u x comma y is equals to x cube minus 3xy square plus 3x square minus 3y square plus 1. Okay, now we have this, the function is analytic. Because of this, what we can write is f dash of z. We find the f dash of z, that is u suffix x plus I b suffix x. Now because the function being analytic, Cauchy-Riemann equations are satisfied, and I use the format of the derivative as u suffix x minus I u suffix y. This is the format of the derivative we will be using, and we have seen this formula for derivative because of the Cauchy-Riemann equations. Now what we do is, the given function which is there, we find the partial derivative for that. So let us find the partial derivative. So u suffix x, meaning it is da by u by da by x. It means we find here the partial derivative of u with respect to x. So it is going to be 3x square minus 3y square plus 6x, and then it is gone. Okay, so minus 3y square plus 1 is constant, so that is going to be 0. So this is the derivative we get, and this derivative we label this one as phi phi1 x comma y. Okay, this is what we label here. Now let us calculate the derivative with respect to y. So uy is, u suffix y is da by u over da by y. So the derivative for x cube is going to be 0. Derivative of minus 3xy square is going to be minus 6xy. 3x square is going to have derivative 0 with respect to y, and then there is minus of 6y, and plus 1 derivative is 0. Okay, and this is what we label it as phi 2x comma y. Okay, now what we see is, over here we just see, just for a understanding purpose, this is the first, this is the second, and this is the third equation. Okay, now from the first equation what we see is that we can now write f dash of z ux. Whatever answer we got, it is okay. Here it can be written as phi1 x comma y, right? So phi1 x comma y minus I times phi2 x comma y. Okay, see, it's just replacement. Now comes the step of Milne Thompson method. I'll just put a partition here. So the Milne Thompson method step comes here. So what we do is, By Milne Thompson method, we put x equal to z and y equal to 0. So what happens in that case is, therefore f dash of z is phi 1 z comma 0 minus I times phi 2 z comma 0. Basically what we have to do now, in the equation number 2, wherever we see x, we will be writing it as z, and wherever we see y, we will be writing it as 0. Okay, so what happens because of that step? For the first part, p1 of z comma 0, for the first part we put in equation number 2, wherever you see x you write it as z, and wherever you see y you write it as 0. So what it happens is 3z square minus 0 plus 6z, okay, minus I times, now this phi 2, wherever you see in this equation number 3, wherever you see x in this expression over here, this expression, what you do is you put z, and wherever you see y you put it as 0. So now z into 0 is going to be 0, 6 into 0 is again 0. So the expression at the end, what boils down is 0. So final answer here what we get is f dash of z is equals to 3z square plus 6z. This is what we get. Now we integrate the answer. Okay, so now integrate both sides with respect to z. Okay, we now see here what is going to happen is integral f dash of z integral 3z square plus 6z dz. Okay, here you integrate with respect to z, so we get here 3 times z cube over 3 plus 6z square over 2. Answer is z cube plus 3z square. Now you can also have plus c, the constant of integration, but it is okay here. So but technically we write here. So here what is going to happen is f dash of z will turn into f of z. So here we have f of z as our answer. So I get my final answer as z cube plus 3z square plus c. This is our final answer. I hope you have understood this method. It is very simple. We just have to take the derivative of the given function with respect to x and with respect to y. Whatever answer you get, you label that answer as phi. When you get with respect to x, you label that answer with phi 1. With respect to y, you label as phi 2. After that, you use a formula for the derivative, that is ux minus iuy. Substitute in the formula and by apply the Milne Thompson method. Put x equals to z, put y equals to 0. Then you get the simplified version of f dash in terms of z. Integrate both the sides with respect to z, you get your final answer. So this is how you solve the sum. I hope you have understood the content. Please hit like button and subscribe to my channel. Share it with your friends, those who find this useful. Thank you. I'll see you soon with the next example in the next video lecture. Till then, keep solving good amount of mathematics.